how frustrating it is for Manchester United fans to see other players leave the club and do well elsewhere. Anthony, who was on loan at Real Betis, having a great time, scoring goals, assisting, getting man of the match. Rashford, creating opportunities yesterday, even though he came off the bench. It was his free kick rebounding off the post, which led to the equaliser for Aston Villa. What is it? Elanga's another one from recent memory as well, and what he's doing at Nottingham Forest. Why do you think this is the case? Why do you think this is happening?
It could be. It could be the pressure. It could be when they go elsewhere. I know Rio Ferdinand, he, in an interview last week, he talked about the shackles being off and being able to express themselves.
Is it the case? I mean, McTominay in Napoli.
McTominay, another one,
competing for the title
for me, McTominay was always a good player. He was always, you know, chipping in with goals here and there, and I was surprised that they ended up getting rid of him. I know if they want to get back challenging, they maybe seen that centre midfield position of being an area they needed to strengthen, but for me it was, you know, he has proven he scores goals at international level too for Scotland. He's scoring all the time, so he was always a good player for me. But yeah, possibly the pressure's off, they go elsewhere, and these guys, like, as I said before, you're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. It's about having no regrets when you move on. When you're sitting here like us two now, with looking back on your career, it's about having no regrets. And I just feel there's too many in that team there will possibly look back at their career with regret that they just didn't give a bit more for a club like that. Can you understand the frustration of the fans?
Yeah.
Because some of these players are still contracted to the club, like Rashford, like Anthony.
But Adam, I will say that Anthony, he didn't perform. I will say that if you analyze every single game that Anthony played for United, he wasn't good enough.
But that's the issue. Why is he performing elsewhere? And I know it's only a few games into his time in Spain. Maybe his form will collapse after this. I don't know. But the thing is, he is performing, as is McTominay, as is Elanga. And from what we've seen so far, so is Rashford.
I will say that they feel more free and more relaxed, and it's a new challenge, and everybody, I think, the players, they are suffering with the defeats, and it's not a.
For me, it has to be pressure. It has to be, because they're good players. Obviously, they're good players, but it's just the weight of the shirt just weighs so much on different people. This is a club that's built on success, and they demand success, and just for whatever reason in recent years they haven't been able to add to that, and yeah, they go elsewhere and the demands aren't as high, and that's no disrespect to Aston Villa, because Aston Villa, for example, with Rashford, are in a position are a much better position than Manchester United. They're playing Champions League football, but you know, the demands maybe not as high there to win trophies, and you know, it's a reality check for Man United. This is where they are, and it's not an overnight fix. This is how it's going to be for the next number of years, and it's been probably years. I don't know what has went on at the club, you know, but to me it seems like it's been years of mismanagement has got them to this position now. But what I will say as well is you can't keep changing managers. How many managers are they going to go through? It's a bit like Spurs as well. How many managers are they going to go through before they get it right? You can't always blame the manager. At some point, players have to take a responsibility, and at the minute, it's just not happening.
Stuart, I think the ex-player from United, with the being so critical about those players at the moment, I think this cannot help them as well.
It can't help, but at the end of the day, they're pundits. They're paid to give their opinion on the game, and you know, as a player, you don't have to read it, really, do you? I know these players, you know, we talk about the ex-players who were successful, and they probably struggle to understand why players are having an opportunity to play for a club like that and can't perform. But they're paid to give their opinion, and you know, it's just their opinion at the end of the day as well. You take from that what you want. Some people can use it as fuel to go, do you know what, he's right. He's right what he's saying, I haven't been given enough, and some people can use it. Some people can crumble, and by the looks of things, there's quite a few of them that's crumbling.